Welcome back to the BodyMaitre podcast. I'm your host, Derek, and today we begin a completely new direction in our journey together. In the past BodyMaitre series, we explored how others' actions, emotions, and energies can harm us. We talked about blocks, interferences, karmic wounds, and the Four Bodies programs that affect our lives. But this time, we are turning the mirror around. Instead of asking, why do people hurt us? In this new series, we ask, how does a person become the one who hurts others, intentionally or unintentionally? This series is called How Bad Guys Work, not as a judgment, but as an investigation into the psychology, energy, and consciousness patterns that transform someone into a person capable of causing hurt. And today, we begin with archetype 1. The betrayer. When betrayal happens, whether in marriage, partnership, or family, the pain is undeniable. But betrayal is not a random event. It's a process, a gradual disconnection that begins within the betrayer's four bodies long before the final action occurs. So, to understand this archetype deeply, we turn to the BodyMaitre system and our four bodies dowsing charts to ask the spirit team and collective angelics, what are the common blocks, traits, and consciousness patterns found in people who betray their partner or family? What causes a person to move into the consciousness of betrayal? The results from this research are striking and very consistent in the collective consciousness. Let me walk you through what we found. Before dowsing, we first observed the common real-world pattern. A man emotionally disconnects from his spouse, suppresses his needs. His emotional body depletes. Mental body justifies small behaviors. His energy body becomes excited by external attention. The light body dims, and the misalignment begins. Then we turned to the four bodies charts. We asked, what are the core collective consciousness programs that lead someone into betrayal? Here are the findings we received. Physical body, fleeing from the family. This is not physical running away. It begins energetically. It is the instinct to withdraw, avoid, escape responsibility, or disconnect from the home environment. A person in this pattern feels overwhelmed by their role as a partner or parent. Instead of addressing the discomfort, the physical body consciousness chooses escape. This escape can be emotional, mental, energetic, or eventually physical. This creates the first seed of betrayal, a desire to be somewhere else instead of present in the relationship. Mental body, absent-mindedness. Absent-mindedness is the gradual disconnection from awareness, clarity, and responsibility. A person becomes mentally unfocused in the relationship. They stop observing their own behavior, they stop thinking about consequences. They stop recognizing the emotional needs of the partner. This is the stage where the betrayer begins slipping, not intentionally at first, but through mental disconnection. When the mind is absent, temptation becomes easier and integrity becomes weaker. Spiritual body, lower forces, collective influences. This is one of the most important findings. Many betrayers show a strong influence from lower realm collective consciousness, energies of desire, impulsiveness, escapism, and pleasure-seeking. These energies whisper, just enjoy it. No one needs to know. It's harmless. You deserve this. This influence weakens the light body's guidance and strengthens the negative ego's cravings. It spiritually blinds the person to the karmic consequences of their actions. Mental body, loyal to a fault. This one surprises many people. Loyal to a fault doesn't mean loyal to the partner. It means loyal to their own inner narrative, even when that narrative is distorted. For example, I'm unhappy, so I deserve something better. I'm not getting my needs met. It's not really cheating if I don't cross a certain line. She won't understand, so I'll keep this to myself. They become loyal to the story they created, even when the story leads them into betrayal. This mental loyalty blocks accountability and self-honesty. Emotional body feeling stress. Betrayers often live under unresolved emotional stress. It can be financial, family-related, identity-related, or relational stress, but the pattern is the same. Instead of communicating or facing the stress, they suppress it and look for emotional relief outside. The external person becomes an escape, a soothing space, a temporary emotional refuge. Stress becomes the internal pressure that pushes them out of alignment. Emotional body, block to thankfulness, gratitude. This is one of the deepest emotional distortions we see. A block to gratitude means the person stops appreciating their partner, stops recognizing what they already have, and becomes blind to the blessings in their life. When gratitude collapses, the grass always seems greener somewhere else. This emotional block often marks the turning point where dissatisfaction grows into entitlement. When we combine all these findings together, a powerful picture emerges. Physical body pulls away, mental body disconnects and becomes absent. Emotional body is stressed and ungrateful. Spiritual body is influenced by lower forces. Mental body becomes loyal to its excuses and justifications. This is the perfect formula for a person to drift away from truth, away from integrity, and away from the people they once loved. Betrayal doesn't begin with the act. It begins with these tiny internal shifts, small misalignments that grow into shadows that grow into behaviors, and behaviors that finally manifest as betrayal. And in BodyMaitre, when we map these four bodies patterns, we can clearly see how a bad guy is not created overnight. They are formed slowly, consciously or unconsciously, through imbalance, suppression, distortion, and external influence. This is just the first archetype in our new series, How Bad Guys Work. In the next episode, we will explore another powerful consciousness pattern, the manipulator, how control programs are formed. Until then, thank you for joining me. Stay conscious, stay aware, and take care of your four bodies.